stream elements. Said. Leah's Lifestyle 95 is now live. Streaming just chatting, 10/01/25 first day of October, Megara Cosplay Day 1.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Leah's Adventures. I made it back in the evening. Yay! We're hanging out next to the bottom of my pole today because I don't have a table, but I definitely need to sew. And for Meg's dress, her outfit, right? I didn't buy cloth. Why would I do that? But if we look at this, let me just show it to you. So we can all see her color of her outfit. This color. That soft purple. I think this. That's pretty close. And then I have this nightgown that I've been wanting to play with for a long time, and so I think I'm going to make some layers with this to make it really drapey. You know what I mean? And then I got some soft white like stuff, and I might make like the little hip handkerchief thing out of that, and so I'm gonna need to dye this. I think this is gonna need to get dyed, but nonetheless, we have everything. I also, if you look at her top, she has like this bustier like thing, and so I'm thinking I could use this. Kind of naturally gives like the right, and then you use some of this. Do the little neck thing with, and then have like the skirt, the dresses be like the skirt part, and like what I'll do is I'll have it be like a multiple piece thing where I pull on the skirt, I put on like the top, and then like I tie around like the skirt to kind of hide like the connection or something. Maybe I'll put it all together as one. We'll see how we do it. We're starting. We're starting. Okay. Next thing. The next thing we need to do is we gotta figure out how to just make a dress in like skirt bottom in general. I don't know the style I want to go with really. So we're just gonna kind of swing it. Go for it. I feel like we can do this, you know? It doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be exact. This is like stylized Megara from Hercules look right now. This is like just a little whatever. I need to find my picker because I need to pick everything. So I think what we'll do is we'll watch something. Is music playing? Music's too low. How's that? That's better. There we go. Okay, yeah, so I need to pick this dress apart at the seams. because I'm probably going to keep this lace and do something else with it. But the long parts of this I want for like the base part of the skirt, which we'll first do. I'm so excited. You know, I also have this other skirt that I love, but I don't wear often because it's not the right size. What did I do with that recently? I could add that into this. That would be really cute. Let's start with one thing. This is going to take me a minute, you know, and I don't even know what we're going to talk about. I don't even know what we're going to do. Like, all I know is we got to start picking apart the fabric so I can get all the fabric the way I need it, where I need it, decide how we're laying it, kind of pin it together to see how it looks. I don't have like a body or anything to pin it on, so I'm just going to kind of be like holding it up to myself and kind of like trying to see it. Like you got to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We'll use my sizing. I don't actually know my sizes. I guess I need to find out my sizing. Write that down, and I'll use those links. That will help. That will help. Okay. Picker, plucker, let's. This has now been used on for two different things. Okay. First things first is I gotta turn this inside out. But wait, look how pretty this is before I destroy it. I got it for really cheap too. So rifting. But like, look how she like, ooh, the fabric's so nice. But she's just like a dainty little like see-through. Look at that. She was once so cute on somebody's grandma. On a grandmama. I imagine someone walking through like a field of grass and flowers at night in this. But now it's gonna be turned into a costume. Thank you, fabric. See, it ripped here. That's why I hadn't worn it or anything. That's how I bought it, actually. It was like this. So, I've just been waiting to use it for something. I didn't know what I was going to use it for. Let's see who made this. Arts and Craft by Superior. Made in the U.S. Let's see. Let's just Google that. Let's see. Okay, it says Aristocraft by Superior. Oh, they're just like a general nightgown, like. Some of those are really cute though. Vintage brand of women's lingerie and sleepwear includes slips, nightgowns, and oh, so this is like a slip, probably. Wow. Whoa, that one's going for $136. Bro. You want to know what, though? I don't care. I'm kind of out for it. I'm going to keep this, though, so I have proof that that's what this was. Let's just take that out real quick. There we go. Okay. Proof. The old tag. Hold on. Come on, woman. Come on. Like me, love me. Whatever. That's the best you can get. I'm sorry. But we are going to keep this lace. We'll use it for something else. But you just go into these seams, which a lot of the seams are already breaking. So this is going to be super easy for me, truthfully. It's an old fabric. That's like another thing, is this probably wasn't that safe to wear. Like, it's like all of this is kind of just falling apart. It's old, and it was sitting like in an old vintage store in a town that like no one goes to, so it'd been there for fucking forever. But it was on a model, and I saw it, and I was like, that's pretty. And I looked, and it was like 10 or 5. Couldn't have been more than 15 bucks. Wish I could recall how much exactly it was. But I know it was cheap. I think it was the same town that I got like this wedding dress that I have over here that I'm slowly turning into a Sailor Moon outfit. I kind of worked on like many years ago when I did a cosplay, but I didn't really know much, and I wasn't really willing to rip into the dress much to have to like fix it up. I think I would definitely feel different about that now. I would be much more willing at this point to cut into it. It needs to get washed, truthfully. Seam ripper. I'm a seam ripper. I really want to watch something or do stuff. Like when I do these, like I see people like, you know, doing their crafts, and they like watch their TV and stuff, and they just sit there and like kind of, you know, work it out for a long time. And I love that for them, but like when you're streaming your craft, like what is, like do you just watch? Because like you get like they're like get so upset with you for like, you know, streaming content and stuff that like, and I've tried like doing like some of like the things where you go on and like it's supposed to like allow you to stream it, but that didn't work that well for me, honestly. It still like would get upset with me and block the sound and stuff. So I don't know. Doesn't feel very worth it. You guys can watch what I'm doing if you don't want to see the bottom of my head. Hi. How are you? Hello. Get up nice and close. Just, it's not seams. Let's see, can you see it? It's facing the wrong way. Can you see it? rip one. And you go to that one. And you do the same thing here. And just keep moving down. I know some people like will break them in certain spots and just pull them out. But I don't know. Like if you do that, you see like you can like pull it out. See, there's so many stitches and stuff. This is all stitched from the seam, but then this stitch here, this is a multi-stitch here. You look. This was sewn in. This was applied after the seam was already created. It's on there quite good. That one. Someone is very good at this. It's probably handmade. He does not want to come apart. Okay, there they are. That's what I want to see. Is it broken? Yeah, you gotta move what you already broke out of the way so you can see what you're trying to. Yeah, there we go. Snapped. Boom. Do you love that it was just that little piece? Okay. Back down the line. Oh, because that's the next spot that we have. The reason that's so funny. I did like all the picking up to the next like line that there is for the next like little knot that they put in to secure which is very well done. So this is a little frustrating for me. Good for them. I'm sure it was very difficult work. Seems very precise. I'm sure they were very good at their jobs. Seems like they were. Ah, there we go. Okay. I get scared of doing it all at once like that because sometimes you catch like this fabric here. Oh, you see, I kind of did, and it kind of pulls out. See, so that's just a string. That's not. But yeah, you can see I kind of caught it. That happens, especially if I'm gonna rush it and do that with the circles instead of like take my time. And you gotta take the risk it for the biscuit. Or take your time. Me trying to decide how to hold it and just in the end twisting it around and around and around and around. Not very helpful, is it? There's some spaces here with this. It's very tight. Must just be from long-term use. Some of the seams were popped, so it makes sense that some of this would have to be pulled tighter than usual. I'm really happy that there's 2 layers here, twice as much fabric. I'm really sad I'm not faster at this. But if you want the fabric, I could just cut it, but then you kind of lose like a bit of fabric, and I kind of want every inch that I can get out of this. Can you even hear me say that? Maybe, maybe not. I just want to get as much as I can from this fabric, and so I'm just like, you know, if I cut it, like I'll lose like a couple inches. And right now I get to keep those by, you know, removing this. This is probably going to take me quite some time. So maybe I'm just going to stop like the stream at this, and once I get this and the other dress, and I'm going to find that skirt, and I'll get them all, you know, done. And once they're all done tomorrow, hopefully that's when they'll be done, I'll come back and we'll work more on it. And so I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you see this on YouTube, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so that you know when I post, because I promise you it's random. And leave a comment down below. What's the most vintage thing you've ever bought in and found that's extremely expensive? Mine was like a $200 skirt, which I think is actually the one I'm going to be ripping up.